It's that time of year again. Welcome to Call of Duty Week. Every year, generally between October and November, Activision releases the latest game in their long-running shooter series, and in fact, this year's game marks its 20th anniversary. For players in their mid-20s and 30s, the energy around this time was unmatched back when Call of Duty was at its peak with Call of Duty 4, the original Modern Warfare 2, and Black Ops. And even though I haven't regularly played Call of Duty in years, I can't help but feel compelled to at least check out some of the gameplay and see what the newest game brings to the table. I mean, it's almost a holiday tradition at this point. So far, this year's game seems like a mixed bag. Modern Warfare 3's multiplayer got great first impressions after its open beta showcased fan-favorite maps coming into the game from Modern Warfare 2 back in 2009, not to be confused with Modern Warfare 2 that came out in 2022, which are also coming into Modern Warfare. Anyways, players and journalists also got early access to the campaign. If you pre-order the game, you can actually dive in a week early, including right now, and they found the main story is only 3 to 4 hours long and mostly feels like a chunk of a DMZ multiplayer map with some new objectives thrown in, thanks to the open combat missions that are mixed in with the more traditional, intentionally designed Call of Duty missions, which are the ones that people really love. Full reviews are coming out later this week, including impressions on the new Modern Warfare Zombies mode, which is the first of its kind for Call of Duty, and the full post-beta multiplayer experience, which changes a lot from the beta because players get in, understand the meta, start to relearn the maps. It'll definitely change the way the game feels and plays. But ahead of this year's game, I dove back into last year's Modern Warfare 2 to get a feel for the game and see if I wanted to come back to the series for Modern Warfare 3. I have never uninstalled a game faster. I'm not sure if it's a me problem or game design issue, but Modern Warfare 2 is the most rage-inducing first-person shooter I've ever played. A year on from its launch, the menus are completely flooded with complex mechanics and microtransactions, and that's if you can find your way to the right game. Modern Warfare 2, Warzone, and now Modern Warfare 3 are all baked into the same launcher, so you've got to find the right mode and the right game that you want to play before you can even get into the fight. Customization is dense beyond belief. The gameplay itself is completely chaotic. It's just not the game that it used to be, and I mean that as Call of Duty as a whole. I'm not sure if that's because of the game's design, changing interest in what I want to play, or maybe a blend of both, but it was definitely enough to turn me off from playing this year's game until it lands on Xbox Game Pass or gets a steep discount. So if you're finding yourself in that same boat as a jaded Call of Duty fan, I do have good news. There are some absolutely phenomenal first-person shooters out there right now, and you might already have them. Battlefield 2042 is better than it's ever been, with reworked maps, fun limited-time modes, and a wide variety of weapons with deep but reasonable customization options. Halo Infinite is also now constantly dropping new maps and new modes, and has a welcoming battle pass structure that lets you play and enjoy the game on your own time without feeling the fear of missing out on unlockable content when the season ends. If you want to play through the Season 1 Battle Pass from 2021, you can literally buy it and play it right now. There are also plenty of slower, more tactical games on the market. CSGO 2 is out now and free to play for PC players. Rainbow Six Siege is now in Year 8 Season 3 with casual and competitive players around the world continuing to put in hours. The point is that there are so many great FPS games that are already out right now and that have been popular for years. If you're looking for that fast-paced Call of Duty experience with action-packed run-and-gun gameplay, you might not find that in every one of these games. But if you're open-minded and are willing to explore your backlog and dive back into older games, you might be shocked at how much new content there is to play that could pull you right back in and scratch that FPS itch instead of having to buy what seems like is basically a glorified DLC. And if you're willing to wait a few months, there are plenty of emerging games that could take off in a major way in 2024. The Finals is a game coming from former Battlefield developers that's raised some eyebrows as a 3v3v3 competitive shooter with a very impressive destruction mechanic. Ubisoft's X-Defiant seems to be just on hold to get out of the crowded fall season, but has some incredibly positive reception during betas. I put plenty of time into this one myself and can confidently say it's the closest of any of these games to capturing that same feel and flow of Call of Duty. And I'm talking old school Call of Duty, not the chaos of new Call of Duty. Make no mistake, there's always plenty of fun to be found in any game on the market, including in Modern Warfare 3. Millions of players around the world are going to pour thousands of hours into it, diving back into remastered classic maps with friends, poking around in the campaign, and slaying some modern zombies. And if you're one of those people, more power to you. But if you're picking up the new Call of Duty just because it's part of the big three along with NBA 2K and Madden, ask yourself this. Are you getting the new game because you're actually interested in playing the new Call of Duty, or are you just bored with the games you're currently playing and default to buying what's familiar instead of trying something new? But if you made it all the way to the end, thanks for taking the time to watch this video. If you're new here and you like what you see or what you hear, be sure to drop a like below on this video and hit that subscribe button for new videos like this every Sunday and gaming news shorts throughout the week. But I'll catch you on the next one.